Hi!
Hello, Hot Vibes, and welcome to our recap of Ticket to Heaven, Episode 1.
I can't believe it's finally here. I feel like I'm dreaming. I'm so excited. It was so good. I could tell that Off directed it too. I was like, oh, the direction. The direction!
For sure. There was like a vibe of like, wait, like this is like a serious show.
This is serious. Every time I saw something, I was like, that's a direction choice. Well done. Like, it was just little things.
I point something out at the end specifically.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah. Which I'm like, wait, I feel like this is maybe, I don't know, but I think something, I was like, maybe? No.
Maybe possible.
Well, we'll get there. That's fine.
We'll get there.
But yeah. Very excited to talk about this.
I know.
But before we stop across from falling and look into another guy's eyes, how was your 24 hours?
What?
That was really I'm trying a new thing where, like, we talk a little bit about like our excitement before, and then it's like, just anyway, how was yours before that? I'm like no, before, and then I want to have someone with the show or the episode.
Oh,
so I'm gonna try to keep that as a thing.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Did you get it? Okay. Good. Because I couldn't think. Yeah. I was like, shit. I don't know what to say. So I'm like, wait. I'll think of something. But yeah,
I like it.
That's gonna be a new thing I'm trying. We'll see if I stick with it or I forget next week. Who knows?
I like it. I hope you stick with it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So how was your 24 hours? Did anything eventful happen?
No, I literally, after hanging up with you, I played my game. I went to bed. I didn't fall asleep until 2, 3. I tried to fall asleep early. I really did. I was like, oh, we'll watch the fucking DMD Friendship later, and I am gonna watch it later because I didn't start it. But like, I went on Instagram to do something, and it just spiraled. So I was on there for a few hours. But I did finally fall asleep. I woke up at a good time, ish. My alarm went off at 8. And I was like, okay, let's get up. We're gonna watch Ticket to Heaven. Actually, give me 15 more minutes of sleep. And then I kept doing that. So I woke up at 9. I started recording at like 9:45 or something. But like, I was there. I was ready. I think I was the earliest I've ever been to shit, honestly. Usually I'm way late. So interesting 24 hours. I will say, I went to work for 8 hours, which wasn't eventful, and I'm gonna need people to stop being into squishies and Neatos because, like, it's getting on my nerves. Too many children are coming into the store going, "Do you have squishies?" at the loudest volume ever, and I'm like, "Don't. We have those. That's it. We don't have Neato. We're sold out. We're sold out. We're sold out." So I'm gonna need people to stop with the Neato thing. I'm done. So how was your 24 hours?
Yeah, so I went to bed after we hung out. I woke up at 6. I went to the gym at 7. Got my haircut at 8:30 because that's when they open. I thought it was 8, so I waited in the parking lot for like an hour, or half an hour. And then I came home, and this whole day it stopped now, but there was like a fucking tsunami outside. Between the wind and the rain, it was like, it was fucking. You can hear some of it in my reaction. I literally at the beginning, I'm like, I'm in like a tsunami right now. There's wind, there's rain. Like, it was knocking shit down. Like, a barrel like fell down. Like,
it was so hot and sunny here. Why do you get the rain?
Well, no, we got like a storm, and I'm like, fun.
I want a storm.
But not when I'm trying to drive, because I don't drive well and often. I also drive really early.
I didn't even know you did drive.
That's the thing. And I drive very early, so like not a lot of people are on the road. Because it's easier for me.
Yeah.
But I still do drive occasionally, and so driving in a tsunami, not fun. I also got lost at some point. So that was the whole thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And yet you made it to Ticket to Heaven?
I actually, like, no lie, I think I came out here at like 9:28. I was like, oh shit, I gotta like, and I record my intro too, so I like record my intro. Okay, let's go.
Let's fucking go.
And I was ready. Yeah, so that was my Ticket to Heaven stuff, and then the tsunami stuff, and then I saw, and I sent this to you.
Oh, you mean Boom Pram?
Oh my god, no, that.
I literally was like, I looked in the comments and multiple other people are like, okay, why August and why New York again? Like, it's, guys, again, it's all in August. No, they love August. All the event
I
organizers love
saw
August.
that, and so when I saw it, I was like, coming to US, I was like, oh, and then I saw New York, I was like, oh, and then I looked out and I saw 23. I was like, wait, is that like coming on my birthday or something? And I was like, no, it's fucking August.
No, it's
Because
August.
my birthday week I take off. So I'm like, ooh. So but then I was like,
fuck
August.
it, I'll do it.
I
But
was like, fucking hell.
yeah.
Like, it's a month after, but still, I'm like, fucking.
It's always August. Event organizers for K-pop and BL, we need to have a discussion, because why is everything in August? Okay, I'm already spending all my money on BTS in August. I can't do anything else in August, and yet every single K-pop and BL organizer has been like, you know what we should do? August. What is going on?
I don't know. But I was so upset because I like sent that to you, and I was like, "Fuck this!" And
you literally were like, "Might as well fucking kill me then."
I like, cause no, at this point, cause I'm like, yeah, like y'all know my history with Boon from where they were like my first, like they
I was
were
like,
my
that's
first
a tough
show,
one.
but they were my first like BL fixed ship that kind of introduced me to the BL world, like
yeah,
because I feel like
meet again.
right, yeah, because I feel like watching a BL series and the BL world are two different things. Where like a series, with a series, you can watch it and then you can do other things. The BL world,
once you're immersed, yeah, you gotta be like, once you're like, what if you watch a show, you watch a show. However,
right.
if you're in the world, you see multiple other ships around. You see like all the behind the scenes stuff that they're doing. You see they pop up on your feed. Like it's a different monster.
You know it all, and like Boonprem was the introduction to that for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like the fourth or third show I watched, because I think I started with Tharn Type, then went to Why Are You, and I think I did Together and Until We Meet Again at the same time, so technically like 3 or 4 or whatever.
No wonder you don't like Together. Putting that with Until We Meet Again, that's it's gonna lose.
Well, yeah, but also other issues. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about here. Boonprem. I was so upset because after I sent that to you, I was like, I need to take a nap, but I need to not be online because I'm going to see people talk about it. And I'm like, literally. So I like put my phone down, I took a nap, and I could not stop thinking about it.
I was like, bro, this one's gonna hurt Billy. I like knew.
I literally, like, no joke, if by some magical force we end up going.
Do you remember you got us Lycan tickets just in case as well? Like this.
It's literally the day before. We could have had a double whammy there. Like, we could have had a double whammy. Like, we could have hit both. Because Saturday's the Lycan concert, Boonprem's on the Sunday.
I wish I was financially stable independently. And didn't have a job. Human. Like, literally. I was telling my mom about this in the car. I was like, so everyone's going in August, and now Boonprem's going in August. And Billy has a calendar that I got him for Christmas of Boonprem. Like, I'm telling you right now, it's very important to him.
Fucking imagine me meeting Boonprem on my Boonprem calendar.
Bro, that would have been so sick.
I'm actually, like, genuinely upset about this. Like, I know, because, one, we could have gone so hard. We have the necklace. We have the keychain. I would have bought pouty pants. Bro. I would have bought a shirt. Yeah. We would have gone so fucking 100%.
Hard. 100%. We have so much revamped shit.
We could have gone so fucking hard. And, like, just imagining, like, the high touch. Like, I just thinking about when I was trying to take my nap, like, I was starting to, like, tear up. Like, no joke, I would, like, had we gone, if we go, or if magical we can go, or whatever, I would cry. Like, I would shit you not, I would cry.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I know that.
I would fall, I don't know what spell of these two have over me, but I would. And it's, like, their first time in, like, US, too, and, like, it's the New York one, so it's, like, comes first.
Yeah.
So it's, like, right there, and I'm, like...
You should get tickets just in case, like you did with Lycan.
I can't...
Why?
It's on the Sunday, and, like, I was looking at the calendar, trying to map this out in case I could go. I can't. But, because I'm, like, you know, I'm having the whole first week of August off. And then, hypothetically, you know, it would be, I would want to leave on the Friday, the 21st. So, Friday the 21st, I would have to take that day off work. Then, the weekend, which I don't work, but, you know, that's when the stuff is. And then, the 24th, the Monday, I would want to, the relaxed day of not rushing to do something, because we didn't do that last time, and it stressed us out, and we would need that. And then the 25th would be flying home. And then probably go back to work Wednesday. So it's like, I don't know if I can take those 3 days off, plus with the week in August, plus the week of my birthday.
You'd have to be like,
I mean,
look, this summer is really busy for me. I'm sorry. But please.
I mean, I could be like, hypothetically, could this be a thing?
You can always be like, hypothetically.
Anyway.
Ticket
to Heaven, episode 1.
Ticket to Heaven.
We start off with a little, like, you know, disclaimer. Which is, this is a work of fiction inspired by questions that arise within the human heart.
Ooh, I love that.
Which I was like, because that's not a normal, like, disclaimer of like, oh, this is all fictional, don't worry about it. Like,
I didn't even notice that.
Don't copy this. I was like,
I know, I was about to, like, I was just like, oh yeah, here's the disclaimer. I didn't even look, and then I'm like, wait. And, like, afterwards, I was like, what did I miss?
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then there's another one that's, it is not intended to offend or pass judgment on any belief, religion, or individual.
Yes. I can see that. I really
Which,
do.
I mean, that makes sense on why they would.
Yeah. And I can see that they're not trying, like, with the show so far, with just, like, one episode, I can see that they're not trying to, like, you know, pass judgment on anybody in any way. Like, I can tell that, like, it's all coming from a place of just, like, we're telling certain people's stories. Like, we're not saying one religion is bad because of certain reasons.
Right, yeah, no, I definitely saw that when I was watching this episode. And then we get a Bible quote, I think. When a foreigner resides among you in your land, do not mistreat them. Love them as yourself. Leviticus 19:33 to 34.
Again, for the people in the fucking back, okay? Because, like, I don't think I said anything in my reaction because I was still, like, waking up and I was a little spaced out. But, like, I read it on Tumblr after I went, that was the quote at the beginning? Oh, no. Like, thank you. Like, this, I have heard this Bible quote, like, over and over again for the last, like, couple of years since you-know-who entered office. But we're not gonna get super political in this. But, like, and it's just, like, literally, like, if you're gonna go around and say, oh, I hate this group of people because I'm Christian and I don't believe in those values. And I'm like, if you're Christian, you should know in the fucking Bible, this quote resides in the Bible. And it's just like, treat them kindly and welcome them. Like, what happened? Did you not read it? Like, it's, this quote, I can't believe this was the quote he put at the beginning. Like, this is,
yeah, I didn't know the quote. I was like, oh, I read it, and I was like, okay, cool. And then they started talking about other things. Like, oh, wait, I got focused.
Nah, I've been hearing that quote for the last year, because I don't know the Bible well. But, like, I've been hearing that quote for the last 2 years in, like, debates, and people being like, why the fuck are you an asshole? Like, it's... I'm just happy that this was at the beginning of the show. Like, it's not even to do with the US at all, because, like, this is a Thai show. But, like, the fact that it's at the beginning, I'm like, yes, I'm about to scream about this, like, more for the people in the back, please. Like, because some people are not fucking listening.
Then we get a voiceover, talking about the marriage equality law has now officially come into effect on the 22nd of January, 2025. We remember that. We were talking about that when that happened.
And this is so interesting that they're starting here. I love that they're starting here, actually.
This was interesting.
I was, like, thrown for a loop, and I was like literally about to cry, because I was like, wait, we're starting with the Marriage Equality Act? I'm gonna cry. Like, I didn't know we were starting now, and then going back and seeing it all unfold and then become. Like, I'll lose it.
And we see, Bart riding in a yellow car.
Cool car. I actually like it.
Cool car.
Very chill car.
No roof, so
no roof. Convertible, we love.
Yeah. I think he's listening to this on the radio, maybe. And yeah, he drives to the church. Walks inside. Does the little Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Which I remembered.
Does the little Father...
because as I was watching it, I was like, I don't know much about it, but I will point out things I remember.
I know some things because my mom went to Catholic school and she grew up Catholic, so she's imparted some wisdom on me.
Yes. I went to CCD, so I was like, oh, yes, I know that Father, Son, Holy Spirit thing. But then, Father comes in, puts his hand on Bart's shoulder, and is like, hey, didn't think to see you here.
Yeah. And it's like, I haven't seen you for like 20 years or something.
He's like, yeah, I didn't think to be here either.
This is interesting. I'm scared, and I want to theorize about what the fuck is happening right now, because, like, there's a lot of different ways this could go, okay? Because either...
We'll get there after we finish this.
You know what? Yeah, we'll get to the...
Because, the theories are theory.
Mm-hmm.
And Bart's like, oh, I didn't think you would remember me. And Father's like, of course, I remember all my boys. Bart's like, oh, would you like to sit down? And he sits down next to him. And he's like, yeah, I'm glad to see you here again. And Bart's like, yeah, honestly, I never thought I'd come here again. But someone important to me is being ordained today. And so I couldn't miss this. Hold. I know. The thoughts are thoughting, I know. And then he turns around and Father's like, oh, speak of the devil. Which I'm like, should he say that in church? I thought that too. I didn't say it in my reaction, but I thought that too. I was like, did he just say what I think he said? It could be a translation thing and like a catchphrase thing. Like maybe it's not a catchphrase in Thailand. Right, yeah, no. I'm like, damn, speaking of the devil. Like, but like, I was like, damn, in church? Yeah. Or that's the funny part of it. Who knows? Right, yeah. No, yeah. And then Father says, hard to believe it's been almost 20 years. 20 years. It could mean since they last saw each other, I wonder. So they could have been like... Wait, that's interesting. Yeah, how old is Bart? I was trying to do the math while I was watching, but I'm like, I can't math this. I got either he's 38 or 48. Okay, I wasn't thinking about that, for one. I was thinking about... Well, in 96, he was 18. It's 2025. Okay. So you can do the math. Fuck you. Can I? You can pull up a calendar. I just want to keep recapping. 48. But anyway, then he... 38. Okay, so he's 30. No, 48. 48. Okay, 48. So Bart's 48. Yes. Yeah. I'm trying to like hold my word because like, well, okay. Oh, this is part of what. Okay, keep going. Okay. I want to say shit. Anyway, then life flashes and we flash back to 1996. Oh wait, okay. Can I talk about that then? Let's talk. Let's talk because I'm scared. Okay, for one, it could be Tanrak. Fine. But like, if it is, but it's not. If it is, why haven't they seen each? Why hasn't he been back here to see him or something like that in like 20 fucking years? What the fuck happened? And correction. Yeah. He said someone important to him is being ordained, so at the very least he knew about it, so maybe they are still in contact if it is Tanrak. True, but like if he hasn't been back or at the very least, Bart's been keeping tabs on him. At the very least. At the very least. Ugh. But if he hasn't been back there in that fucking long, that's kind of like, you know, bittersweet in a way. So it's like, oh god, what the fuck happened? But if it's not Tanrak, then where is Tanrak in this whole... Why isn't he here coming to watch this random person that he cares about being ordained? Maybe it's the other guy. But also, let's go back to, or let's go forward, I guess, somewhere in this episode. The priest... Too far. We haven't got there yet. Yeah, I know we haven't gotten there yet, but I want to bring it okay. Part of the theory here. When they're talking when they're kids, when I think his friend's parents come along, she's like, oh, in 10 years when I get to see you guys ordained or something like that. And I'm like, 10 years? He hasn't been back here in like 20 years or something. Does she say 10 years? Yeah, she says 10 years. Oh, I didn't... Which means 28. So now you're talking like you're getting ordained tomorrow. Time flies. Sorry, I just skipped ahead to that part. Yeah. You can keep talking. I'm just trying to see that. So if they're 48 now, and they would have gotten ordained at 28 or something like that, why did it take so long for this person to get ordained if it's one of their friends? And if it's not one of their friends, then who the fuck is he? Like, who does he know that's that young? Maybe they have a kid. And they sent him to the school or some shit. But, like, why? So, like, I don't know. There's a lot of theories running around right now in my head. Yeah, I'm like convinced it's not Tunrock at this point.
But then
I
where
don't think
is
it's them.
he? But then where is he?
I
I'm afraid.
that's the question.
Okay,
That's the mystery.
either. Okay, I have two ways we could go with this. Three. Either him and Bart are in contact.
No, okay, question. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I just got to the thing. Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry. Okay.
Continue.
He says, "Dad, that's over 10 years away."
Okay, well then it's less than
So
20
it could
still.
be like 15 years. It could be
Still, that's
know,
way less than whatever the fuck this person, unless they're like way younger. Or it took them longer, like, or they left and came back. So, like, could be Tunrock in that moment. However,
well, what do you need to do to get ordained? Like, what's
I
the
don't
like
fucking know.
criteria?
I have no
Is it like
clue.
age? Is it classes? Is it you need to keep doing a certain amount of good things to get into heaven? Like, what's the fucking like criteria here? I'm looking this up.
No.
You know what? Fuck it.
You know what? Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, sorry to interrupt your theories. Please
look
continue.
it up while I talk.
Okay.
So
Wait. Question. Why am I looking? How do I look this up?
How does one get ordained in the Catholic Church?
In Thailand?
Sure.
How does one?
I think it's all the same, but whatever. One of three things I believe is going to be happening. Either Bart is not in contact with Tunrock anymore, or Tunrock is a ordained minister somewhere else, or ordained father somewhere else. He's at a different church or some or whatever. That's one. Okay. Our best case scenario for the ship, not for Tunrock personally. I guess for Tunrock personally, it depends. Our best case scenario is that Tunrock maybe just isn't involved in the church anymore and decided not to go with Bart to this ordaining or whatever. And he decided to stay home. He's like, you know what? I'm not part of the church anymore. I don't want to be a part of the church anymore. I'm gonna stay here. You go. Maybe that's an option. Option number 3. The worst option. He's dead. And I don't want that to be true.
Okay, yeah. It says like you have to be by 18 to 26 years old to do it. So that tracks. But I did just find something else.
Mm-hmm.
The Diocesian priesthood, which is what the scholarship Bart's on.
Yes.
That means serving a local geographic area.
Ah.
Which means if Bart got ordained, I don't think he'd be around.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if
Tunrock also got ordained, he wouldn't be around either, right? Because
if he got ordained for a specific place, and he got moved to a specific place, because that's what happens. That's what happens in a Catholic church. Sometimes is like you will be moved, like to certain place. I'll be like, oh, we're gonna assign you to this church or to that church or what have you. So like,
yeah, they're ordained by the bishop.
That's my
possible. And primarily assigned to local parishes where they administer the sacraments, celebrate mass, provide spiritual guidance to their communities.
They're assigned. So like that's what I'm wondering. That's one of my options is that Tunrock was like ordained and then assigned to a specific area and he isn't here. That could mean that they're together and or still in contact or not at all. We don't know that yet. That's a big question mark. However, it's an option. But I'm scared either way. Because he's not here. And I don't know if that's him or not.
I don't think that's him. I don't think that's Tunrock. I have no idea.
I don't know who it would be. Because, like
20 years... Like, here's that. 96 of 2005.
Yeah.
That's not 20. That's like, what, 30, 40 years?
That's 30, as someone who's born in 1996. 30 years.
30 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's... Because my other thought was like, you know how there's this one scene in the classroom where I think Tunrock's talking with his friend and he's like, oh yeah, we're supposed to go help the younger kids who are in like 7th grade and younger. I thought maybe, one day Bart would join them in a future episode and like maybe they'd like bond with one of the kids, and would take care of him. Maybe it's him. But I'm like, 30 years? Doesn't make sense.
Either the timeline is fucked or something very bad happens. Or something good, and it's just that he's not around, like, to go to the church because he doesn't want to, or something like that. You never know. But, like, he might just not want to be involved in the church anymore. But who's getting ordained is the question.
Who's
Like,
getting ordained and where is Tanrock?
I don't know.
That's the mystery we're gonna solve.
Those are the mysteries. And by the way, I will mention it quick. This transition of like the thunder and lightning into like the past.
That was so cool. I was so confused. I was like, why is there lightning all of a sudden? It looks like it's daytime. And then I was like, oh wait.
I ate that shit up because like they put that in the, I think it was in the trailer. Like there was like I when I was rewatching the trailer for like the 50th time, or I was editing my reaction or something. I noticed there that I was like, oh, hold on, this is a really good shot because they're like looking at each other. They're in the bathroom or something. They had just done the shower or something like that. And they look at each other and it's like thundering and lightning outside. It's storming. And I'm like, that's like a perfect like condition for like some tense staring and like tense relationship. Like it's all like if you put a storm as the backdrop of like just like deep like romantic tension, you have me. So like I was already excited about the storm and rain and lightning and whatever when I went into this because I saw it in the trailer, and then the second he turns around it started, I was like, oh, it's back. This is gonna be a thing. And it's honestly I like to think it's like a metaphor for how at least Bart was feeling in the past, might still be feeling now, of like and especially Tanrock as well. It's like a storm is brewing kind of like in their soul a little bit, and like trying to figure out what to do.
Well, I took it as a different approach where, you know, Bart looks back to whoever is getting ordained, and it's almost like he's thinking back to the first moment he met Tanrock.
Yeah, exactly.
Which again would be like, why? Is it Tanrock? Is it Tanrock's kid? Maybe Tanrock has a kid. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. Also, I did see a funny tweet real quick. Just chiming in now because I remembered it. I saw a funny tweet where someone said Forth is fatherless in every timeline. If you think about it, every series he's in, he has no father.
Oh my god, you're right. Because it was Hot Mom in both My School President.
It was
and Moonlight
Hot Mom.
Chicken.
Yeah, it was Hot Mom in Moonlight Chicken and My School President. Milo Mix-Up, he doesn't have a dad. Here, I mean, technically he has father, quote unquote, but not of his dad.
Yeah. Oh my lord. You know. Oh my poor Forth.
Forth never has dad in any show.
He's playing the fatherless kid every single time.
So anyway, back in 1996, Tanrock is and all the others are trying to patch up the church from the storm. As Father walks in with Bart, as he does so, the power goes out because of the storm. And I guess the wind or something is about to knock down the cross, where both Bart and Tanrock go to reach it. And as they do, they look at each other. They're technically, their hands are on each other, on Jesus.
Yeah, on Jesus.
Which I feel like is some sort of metaphor that they are touching Jesus.
Quite the metaphor.
Close to Jesus. Like, you know, like close to Jesus.
Yeah.
And they're together. It's like there's something there. I don't know exactly what it is, but there is some sort of metaphor or symbolism there about these two who are going to be lovers at some point touching Jesus and helping Jesus, almost like preventing him from falling, keeping him up. And I'm sure if I knew the Bible, which I don't, I'm sure I could pin it out.
Neither do I.
I don't. But I'm going to say there's something there. I just don't know what it is.
Yeah. Neither do I. But I see what you mean. There's something there.
There has to be like some sort of like, oh my god, they're holding up Jesus. They are protecting Jesus together. By love, I don't know.
I'm like, you're losing me. But there is something there.
You know, it's essentially these two are with Jesus and like connected, the cross and like they're like, you know, it's like,
yeah,
it's a thing. I don't know what it is, but it's there.
It's there.
If anyone knows the Bible better and want to chime in, I'll be like, oh, this is actually reminiscent of this one.
Yeah, let us know.
Let me know. So then Tanrock asks what his name is, and he's like, oh, Bart. And he's like, oh, Bass, like basketball, which I'm guessing is like the same in Thai.
Yeah.
It's like slightly off in English, but.
Yeah.
And he's like Barth, like the Saint Bartholomew.
That's a thing. Like, that he's named after, like, a saint. Like, or like...
What is the Saint Bartholomew, and what does he do, and what's the...
That's a good point, actually.
Look that up.
We should look that shit up.
Who is he, what's his role, And is it anything related to Bart as a character?
One of the 12 apostles of Jesus, according to the New Testament. Most scholars today identified by the. Okay, who is he?
What does
known
he do?
for?
What's his
known for?
role?
Best known for his unwavering faith. That's interesting. Extensive missionary work across India and Armenia, and his famously gruesome martyrdom. Because of the extreme nature of his death. Oh God.
Wait, what? Oh, what happened? How does he die?
Because of the extreme nature of his death, he's recognized as the patron saint of leather workers and butchers. So that makes me wonder how the fuck he died. Butchers. Gruesome martyrdom. He's primarily remembered for his horrific death in Armenia. According to the tradition, he was martyred by being skinned alive and beheaded for his refusal to worship pagan gods. Christ. Literally.
That was funny. Damn.
So, well, let's forget about all that. Let's really focus on the known for his unwavering faith thing, because that's really interesting. Because honestly, Bart's wavering a lot.
Well, Mike, what if his unwavering faith is the lack of faith? It's not unwavering faith; it's unwavering lack of faith. Like he never comes around to it. He sticks to that. Be like Bartholomew sticks to his faith. Bart sticks to his own faith, which is no faith. Yeah.
I feel like it would be an unwavering lack of faith, but I see what you mean there. I see where you're going for.
Yeah. Anyway, then I don't know his name, but Master comes in. I'll call him that. Oh, Master Pak. Okay, so we got Master Pak and Father. Yeah, so we tied the cross back up, preventing it from falling again. And I will say, this cross of Jesus is very, like, gorier than ones I've seen, because you can see the blood.
There's blood, yeah. No, trust me, I've been to many a church, against my will. I've seen a few with, like, just dripping blood and, like, the thorns and, like, I have seen quite a few. It depends on the church, I think, but, yeah. And honestly, I feel like Catholic churches are more likely to have. I'm not gonna speak too much on it because I don't know religion. So please tell me if I'm wrong, because I very well could be. But I feel like in Catholic churches it's more like that because I don't know. It feels more bloody. I feel like it's a more like realistic depiction of like faith from the Bible or something like that. I feel like Christianity, like, I feel like is more like cleaned up and let's be proper and like things like that, like follow the Bible. Like I don't know. I don't know much about religion. I don't want to offend anyone, but like I feel like Catholicism is more like, oh, we're realistic here. Jesus died. That's how. Like I feel like that would probably be what it is. That's the vibe I get, at least.
Anyway, then Father tells Tanrak that Bowden will be staying here with us at the Magdalene house.
Magdalene. Like Mary Magdalene.
Is that a reference to something?
Yes, Mary Magdalene.
Who's that?
Let me double check and make sure I'm not being dumb.
Wait, is that Mary the Virgin?
Probably.
The Virgin Mary?
I don't know. I can't remember if...
Is that like her last name?
No.
Oh.
She was a woman who, according to the 4 canonical Gospels, traveled with Jesus as one of his followers and was a witness to his crucifixion and resurrection. But I knew the name. I didn't know what, like, her Bible was.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So, Magdalene.
Okay, well. Yeah, Father tells him that he's starting this term, and he's like, Bowden. So that's his real name.
Yeah, that's
Bart's his nickname.
Yeah,
Bart's his nickname, okay. And Father tells Bart that he's like, hey, Tanrak will take care of you. He'll look after you. He's like the head of the class.
He's the school president.
I hate you. I didn't even put that together.
I will find shit. I swear to God, if there's shit to find, I'll find it. Connections, I will find them all. I already sent him, guys. I already sent him like so many, or 2, I think, connections like that were in.
Oh, I didn't even. I remember you sent me a bunch of stuff, and I was like, I don't know what.
I sent you 2. There's the one in. Oh God, it was the one from the trailer where it's like the water with Moonlight Chicken, where like they're playing with the water.
Oh
and
no,
it's like-
I knew that one.
There's that one, but there's also from
Oh,
the
I actually
trailer-
brought it up. I brought it up in this episode when I saw him with the hose. I was like, oh, are we gonna Moonlight Chicken? And it's like, nope. And I'm like, oh, that's sad.
But there's also one that was in the trailer where he's like, I haven't seen you smile like this in a while, or something like that. And he said that in My School President as well.
Ah, yes.
They're the same moment. So I'm like, there's so many little Easter eggs.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've even meant it to be like that, but like, I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Like that.
And Father says that, the kids here aren't like normal kids. We're here to find ourselves and to see which path God is calling us towards. And Bart's like, yep, got it.
Got it? Yeah, I feel like all of his answers are very like, whatever gets me out of here quicker, or out of this conversation quicker. It's just like, cool.
I relate to Bart so much in this episode, and I'll go more into that later. Mainly about his self-isolation, which we'll get into. Because I'm like, oh, I've been there. And then Father's like, okay, take your time, settle in. The ceremony is in just 2 days. There's no way we'll get a uniform made in time for him, so you can just lend him yours. And this is where I point out, oh, they're already sharing clothes.
Already.
All right, I mean, episode 1.
Episode what?
Sharing clothes.
That could be what it's called. Sharing clothes.
Yeah. Though I don't know if we actually ever see him wear his clothes.
No.
Because he like gives them to him and he doesn't wear them when he shows up.
Hmm.
And then we get the intro.
Which is really pretty.
Very pretty.
Very pretty. I like it.
Yeah. Then we're in the showers.
And there's a fucking asshole amongst us. Like,
okay, what is he trying to do here? Because I'm like,
he's harassing another student.
Well, I know that, but I'm like, in what? Because here he is. He's like, he's like, oh, do you really like shave your balls or whatever? And then he's like, what? Trying to see? Like what?
Yeah, honestly, I feel like homophobic bullies, especially like in the past, like still kind of now especially, but like definitely in the past, like the bullying was kind of fruity as well. It was very much like, oh, let me see, like, oh, let me see how you like it, and it's like, okay, you into that too? Like, it's
because
like,
that's what I thought. Because I was like, wait, what are you trying to do here? Because I'm like,
I've seen a lot of bullying, especially homophobes, like bullying, like be like that, and it's like, why? Like, why do you want to see? Are you gay too?
Do we think it's internalized homophobia?
It could very well be internalized homophobia, but right now I'm just treating him as a dick.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, for sure. But I did find it interesting. I'm like, what are you trying to do here, sir? Like,
fucking hell. I'm already done with him.
Anyway, then Bart shows up, and that's Konkit, his name to asshole. He's like, Father says scholarship kids have to start in grade 7, but here you are in grade 12, second term, and you still got in.
And your point.
You must know someone in high places.
Okay, if you want to be friends, I don't want to be friends with you. Like,
and then he's just like, yo, what are you gonna do about it? And then nothing. He kind of walks out.
Good.
And then Bart goes over to his little tub area, where it seems he only has a toothbrush and toothpaste, so he does not have a bowl to pour water on him. Which side? I've never showered like this. Is this like a? I had 3 things. Is it a like back in the day thing in '96? Is this a Catholic school thing, or is this a Thai thing?
I think it's more of a Thai thing, because I'll remember this. You may not, because you've tried to wipe it from your memory. In Not Me, like I want to say like 3 episodes before the end. It's when the rest of the crew find out that white is white and not black. And they're all showering outside, and they have the buckets, and they're doing their thing. So, and also, Me and T. They were doing it outside Me and T when they were in like a more rural area, and they were staying at that little hotel or bed and breakfast.
Well, that makes sense because there was no shower, like a
yeah. So I'm guessing it's.
But also that was different because this is like a whole room. That was like a barrel of water.
Yeah, but here's my thing. I do think it's a Thai thing, but like I also think in this current circumstance, it's a Thai and it's a 90s thing or like a past thing. because
Okay.
like there's whole like rooms and areas for it. There probably kind of still are in like maybe bathhouses or things like that now, but like nowadays it's mainly just like, oh, this place has a shower or whatever. I don't actually know because we have not been, but I do think it's still a thing in rural areas at the very least.
Yeah, so Tanrock kind of clocks that he doesn't have any like bowls or stuff to wash himself, and we see he leaves, but he also leaves him his bowls.
Yeah. And I really like how, again, direction note, because there were so many I found. I like how we stayed focused on Bart in this. We didn't like cut to Tanrock like leaving him the bowl or anything, and nodding to him or anything like that. We focused on Bart for almost the whole thing.
Well, we all focus on Bart the whole episode pretty much.
No, yeah. Like
Which shocks me because I think in the trailer it looks more like Tanrock with like the main character we follow around, but it seems to be Bart, which I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I thought it was
really
going to
cool.
be the other way around.
Yeah, that's really interesting, especially because like even as the audience, we don't know anything about Bart yet. Like even as the main character, like yes, he's our main character, but we don't even know anything about our main character. We just know he's here, and that he might not want to be here. Like that's all we've got. So. And I'm very intrigued. This is already playing out to be like very interesting the way it's like written. I'm so excited. Like I need to like shut up about it because like halfway through my episode I realized I kept saying, "Oh, this is so good. I'm so excited," like over and over again. I was like, "Girl, shut the fuck up."
So then afterwards, Tanrock is showing Bart around the locker room, and he explains that they don't let us take personal items, so I'll find you a locker to put your stuff in. And he finds him a locker that has stuff in it.
I'm like, why did we pick an empty
one? Puts in a bucket. Kit comes over, takes the bucket, puts it on top of the locker. So was it his stuff? Or was it some mystery student who disappeared and left and just left their stuff and Kit's taking it?
I don't know. I'm wondering if it's his stuff because because later he has.
Because then he has his own locker though. But he has his own locker. It's next to Bart, but like.
Does he have his own locker, or did he like open that locker because he's like, well, I guess this isn't my locker anymore. Like, why did someone take my shit out? But like, also, like, because I was confused about that too. And later we do see him freaking out because he's like, oh, who stole my headphones? But what if they weren't his headphones? That's a good point. Maybe he like saw that he took all this shit out and he was like, ooh, cool, I'm gonna take those headphones because no one else is using them. Like,
well, I think what would be weird for Tanrock to give him Kit's locker. Like, I don't know why he would like.
I don't know. I'm wondering here if like that was weird too because I thought that was weird too. I'm wondering if there's no like specific lockers for specific people. I'm wondering if like it's like whenever you shower, it's just like, oh, you can leave your shit in just any random locker and then just go back to the same locker in the morning or something. But like,
I don't know. It seems like he was assigning him a locker.
I guess so.
Because if that was the case, why wouldn't he find him an empty locker?
I don't know, bro. I'm confused about that one. I guess I'll have to see. Because like, we don't know what happened to the headphones yet, so maybe we'll come back around.
Right. So then Tanrock gives him the spare uniform. And he explains that normally they're measured and you get them tailored, but because we don't have time for that, you can just wear mine. And then at that night, we had Tanrock explaining the whole schedule to him. We get up at 5, morning prayer at 5:30, mass at 6, breakfast at 6:30, cleanup at 7, at 7:30, ... We never find out because he realized that Bart is not listening to him.
But they have mass for like 30 minutes? Doesn't mass last longer than that?
I think there's an hour mass, there's half-hour mass. I think it just depends on though.
Depends on today. Okay, fair enough.
And I think if you're going every day, it's probably half an hour because it's like.
Fair enough. Yeah, if you're going every fucking day, I feel like the priest is gonna run out of fucking things to talk about.
You can only say so much in an hour.
What happened since yesterday that I can put into this lesson?
And then he introduced him to his bed, and he has to sleep in the same spot every night because that's when Master does head count. So you need to make sure you're there.
I wonder if that's a little tidbit that we're going to have to remember for later because we know that they sneak out at some point because of the trailer. So I'm wondering if, like, that is going to come back around of, like, oh, certain people were in their beds or, oh, they were in their bed. It's just, like, someone else wasn't and it was because, like, something else happened or something. I don't know. I thought that maybe that might come back around.
Yeah. And I'm also, what I point out was that Bart got a single bed.
Hmm. Yeah. Maybe
Which
that's
is
all that was
interesting,
left.
because it seems like I think Tanrak bunked with his friend,
Yeah.
so I guess he.
It might have just been whatever was left, to be honest with you.
Maybe, yeah.
Bunks could have been taken. I don't know, but I don't know why you'd want a bunk. I mean, some people like to sleep high. I don't.
I feel like I feel like bunk bed. People will want a single bed first, so all of them would have been taken, and then bunk
Yeah.
bed is like whoever comes in next.
Yeah.
Which is weird because we know in the trailer, back to going to the trailer, they
Yeah.
do the little like hand touch thing on the bunk bed.
They do. I'm wondering what happens to get him over to there because
Maybe he switches place with a friend, and he's like, "Hey, do you want a single bed? You know, I'll switch with you. I don't like the single." Because we saw that Bart couldn't sleep.
true. He could
So
have.
maybe
Oh yeah. Really couldn't sleep. Okay, maybe. Okay, they could have switched. Or I'm wondering. Like, I feel like there were some moments in like this room, whether it be the pilot trailer or the regular trailer. I feel like there were moments where it was like just the two of them in the bedroom. So like, I'm wondering if like there's like a time when they go on like some kind of Catholic field trip or some shit. And then Tunrock is like, "Oh, I'll stay and look after everything." And Bart like wasn't feeling good or something, so he didn't go or something. So maybe it's just the two of them, and then maybe that's when he sleeps up there. I don't know. I'm wondering because I feel like there were times when they were alone in there, and I'm like, when?
yeah. Well, there's also the scene where Tom Rock I think touches himself for the first time, and I feel like
Yeah.
you wouldn't do that in a whole fucking room full of people.
No, you would fucking not.
But maybe just with your crush sleeping right above you
Jesus Christ,
or
yeah,
below
that
you, whichever
would be
bunk is which.
that would be a stressful situation. I feel like you wouldn't even try to do that. Like if your room was
Well,
that full of people.
Well, no, but like it's also like we're assuming it would be his first time doing that.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's like just like a weird like. I mean, when that scene plays out, we'll go
have
into that.
to
I'm
like
actually I'm actually like very excited to like get into like the whole like
exactly like the mental like process and
yeah,
like
the
the
mental
psychology of it.
like innocence of like
Yeah.
the first time doing that and like the what that really means and the exploration of like yourself. So we'll talk more about that then. But whenever it happens, because I'm excited for that.
I know, I am too.
He says that you can ask for a blanket at that building, but I'll take care of it for you. And Bart's like, don't worry about it. I'll do it myself tomorrow. Which again slightly plays into Bart's self isolation.
Yeah.
And kind of being like, okay, great, you've done everything. Okay, now stop and leave me alone.
Yeah.
And then Tom Rock's about to leave, and he's like, hey, what was your name again? And he's like, it's Tom Rock. And he's like, oh, Tom Rock, thank you.
Oh, okay. So we have kind of like a little reach out, like just a smidgen.
Did you see the fucking smitten look on Tom Rock's face after he says that? He looks like he just got hit by a brick because he's like, I don't know what to say to them.
He's
so
like, he asked me my name.
Because he has a face up, he's like, oh, like he doesn't know what to say. He's so dumbfounded.
Fourth is really good at
just,
those faces. Fourth is so good because I remember like multiple of their shows. Like whenever he would say shit, he'd be like, he's so good at making those faces.
Yeah, it has like a slight awkwardness, but also the like of like, oh wow,
the excitement.
Yeah. Yeah, I made a whole story about that because I was like, oh my god, he's so smitten already.
He's so smitten already.
And then Tom Rock's friend, whose name I forget, because I know a bunch of people I think start with the name Kong and then something else, and he's one of them. I just don't know what his last part is. We'll find out. Like it's Kong like Dao or Kong Dap or something. We find out next scene with the parents. So
maybe is it Kong Tech?
Kong Dao maybe. Anyway, regardless, he's like, what's that kid's name again? The new kid? And Tom Rock's like, oh, it's Bart. And he's like, does he seem weird to you?
He seems like he doesn't want to be here or talk to anybody. But like aside from that, no.
Yeah, I will say, theory coming in.
Oh, theory, okay.
Tom Rock's friend has a thing for Tom Rock.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't see it.
I was getting a vibe because he's spending so much time with Bart right now, so he's kind of like he seems weird. Don't think too much about him.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. I was getting a vibe.
Okay. I need a little more.
Yeah, I don't know. I could be wrong, but I was like getting a vibe of like is there something going on there? Anyway, then we see Bart is up all night, can't sleep, and this is the orientation mass Deacon Valentino Wirapat Tang Warapong. There you go. Pronounced that completely correct.
So right.
And this is where we meet the Friends family.
Yes.
Waiting to find the name. It's Kong something. Kong Dot, I think.
I feel like it's Kontek or something like that.
Kondak? Oh, it might be. It might be Kondak. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So Kondak.
Okay.
Okay. So Kondak.
I remember shit.
But his parents are also, Tan Rock, and they're like, oh my god, like, we miss you so much. Like, you're getting ordained soon. And this is where Kondak is like, no, it's still over 10 years away. Kondak's mom says, like, okay, please keep an eye on Kondak, make sure he's on the right track, take care of him. And he's like, don't worry, we all take care of each other here. And then we get a flashback to young Tan Rock.
Oh, this is sad as fuck, bro.
I was like, he lost him at such a young age.
He did, yeah. And this is what his like purpose and his like soul has kind of been built on top of. It's been built on top of seeing his parents again, because he was at such a young age, and he learned like, oh, if you're good, go to heaven, see your parents. And so like that was his foundation, and now it's kind of grown and he's become who he is today. So
he's playing with the little like incense burner, and Father comes in. He's like, what are you doing? Why are you playing with us? And he's like crying, and he's like, I want to talk to my parents in heaven.
This is sad as fuck. This kid's a good actor as well.
I saw a tweet where it's like, this kid's the most paid actor in Thailand. Apparently he's been the young kid in a bunch of stuff.
Really?
And Father assured me, like, don't worry, your mom and dad just gone to heaven to be with God. And he's like, okay, well, how many good deeds do I need to do to get into heaven with them? And Father asks, like, oh, do you want to come live in God's house so God can take care of you, and so you can wait to see your parents in heaven again? And he nods, he hugs them as he cries, and we look up at the statue of, I don't know who they are.
I'm guessing it's Joseph, Mary, and Jesus.
Okay, that's why I thought I meant to bring it up in my rack, and I completely forgot to do it. Okay. I was like, oh, a statue of supposedly two parents and their child.
Yeah. That's my guess. I don't know. Which
is sadder.
Which is sad. Honestly, that's quite sad still. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, well, damn, Jesus had his parents. Like, what about me? Like.
So then we cut to the ceremony, and Tan Rock is there holding the staff of the cross. And he's like, wait, where's Bart? And Kondak is like, he wouldn't have breakfast.
Bruh, at first I was like, oh, he's just not going to show up because, like, we know he doesn't really believe, so he's going to just continuously skip out on these. No, he shows up!
He shows up in casual clothes, not in the suit he was supposed to wear. And he's like, you're late. And he's like, no, it started at 9. It's 9. I'm here.
You said 9. I'm here. It's 9.
And he's like, what are you wearing? And then just says, okay, fuck it. Just go sit with the guests. You're clearly not ready for this.
Ooh, damn.
Then at the ceremony, we do the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Amen. Again, I remember that. And it's an important day because we will witness an orientation to the priesthood, which we don't end up seeing. Which I thought we would. I thought we were going to get maybe a cameo of someone and be like, oh, here they are,
Yeah. It could, you know what would have been interesting? What was his name? Revamp.
There are a lot of characters in Revamp.
Yeah, but they said he was going to become like a father or something like that, and then and look after the kids the way he was.
Jet.
Yes, bro. Like that would have been so interesting.
Yeah.
It's like, today I'm getting ordained. I've been working.
Well, that was an orphanage. Actually, it was kind of a little bit. They did have a father.
Yeah, they did have a father.
But he was also an evil vampire.
Father dog.
So,
yes.
Dude, another connection.
Oh my God, dunks and everything.
If he ends up showing up and his name is Jed, we got another connection. And we're just like,
another one, yeah.
Vampires exist in this world then.
Oh my God, that'd be crazy.
And apparently so do werewolves, based off the ending.
And werewolves. Bruh.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Damn, the connections we're making.
I almost said something that might be slightly offensive, so I didn't say it.
You're gonna have to tell me what it is after. Jesus fuck!
I almost said, I was like, wait, no, someone might take that the wrong way.
Christ.
Yeah, so I'm gonna cut that out, but I thought it was funny.
If you're just coming back now, Billy, just cut it out. Good God.
And it's probably a good thing I did
Glad
cut it
you
out.
cut it out, yeah. Christ.
Yeah. Anyway, then everyone sits back down, except for Bart, who stares at. It's the same. It's the same statue.
Yeah.
Of Joseph, Mary, and Jesus.
At first, I was like, "Oh, at first I was like, "Ooh, defiance!" Like this man is like, "Nah, I'm not listening to your rules." But then the way he was looking at the statue, I saw like resentment. Like he maybe believed in God and then was like, "You literally just left me out of nowhere. Like my life is shit now. Like what happened? I thought you were supposed to help." Like I feel like he's resentful for it.
I definitely got a weird vibe of like, something's up here.
He's angry.
Yeah. Then the next morning, it looks like Bart did not sleep again. And Tiny Rock notices. And then Kong Dek is kind of like, hey, Tiny Rock, come on, it's shower time. And then in class, the father is talking about this is the first day of your final term in high school. I want you all to keep studying hard and keep serving God.
Does he do that? He says, may.
Yeah. And it's where he says, may the Lord be with you and with your spirit, which is something else I knew and remembered from CCD.
It used to be, and also with you, and then they changed it apparently. So like to and in your spirit or something like that. But I know like for a very long time it was supposed to be like and also with you. And it reminds me of this like comedian like set that I saw once where he was talking about like he had he was at a birthday party for his kid's friend or something like that, and they hired Darth Vader or something, or someone along those lines from Star Wars, and he was like leaving the party or something, and he said, I grew up in Catholic school, so like it was stuck in here just waiting, and then like this fake like Jedi like turned to me and said, may the Force be with you or something like that, and he went, and also with you. And it's like, wait, no wrong thing. So like now I always do that, and also with you, because like I didn't grow up saying it, but like I know it's the thing. But
no, I feel like when I went to CCD, I think it was may the Lord be with you and with your spirit.
I think
so. My whole life, I think, has been with your spirit.
I think it's the same comedian I was watching, and I can't remember who it was, but like he said that like I think it might have been John Mulaney. He said that like he went to say it like and also with you, and then everybody just went and with your spirit, and he was like, no, like why is it different now? Like they completely changed it. So like I guess they changed it like a while ago, because if they're doing it here in the 90s, then it must have been like quite a bit ago.
Well, I also grew up when I went to CC. It was within your spirit.
Exactly. So pre 90s, I guess.
Past 10 years, maybe.
Well, no, it would have been pre 90s, because in here it's in your spirit as well.
Wait, are you saying it used to be and also with you, and they changed it to with your spirit? Oh, I thought it was the other way around.
No, other way around. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was originally with your spirit, and now it's and also with you.
It was
and
originally and also with you.
After.
I'm pretty sure it was with it originally was and also with you.
I don't know. All I knew was I knew that part too, and I'm like, hey, I know that.
I know that.
And then we do Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Amen, as the class is dismissed, except for Bart, who wants to talk about what happened yesterday. And this is where Father is like, look, I know you're angry and I know you're frustrated, but you shouldn't let your heart be consumed by anger like this.
Fair enough. I think that's good advice, but like, also we need
well, this is where I was like, okay, why is he angry?
Why is he angry? We need to get to the root of it.
Why he's angry.
Yeah.
Which is good, because I'm like, wait, why? And then it's like, oh, this is why. But Father also adds that in the end, your own heart will be the one that's burnt out, as we get some B-roll of Bart getting in a fight at his old school.
Mm-hmm. Some kids were dicks once again.
He looked like messed up.
Yeah, bro.
And I'm sure. Oh wait, hang on. Yeah.
That's not good.
And one of the kids says, like, didn't your dad catch you being gay or something? And I'm like,
I'm
what does
wondering.
that mean?
Here's what I'm wondering, like, because in the pilot trailer it was like, isn't your mom's in prison and you're gay or something like that, and then you started punching him, but like now I'm like starting to think like, did they keep that or did we change it and like now it's like they've sent him here or something like that because they're like maybe God will fix him or whatever.
I don't know. I just thought it was weird that he's like, oh, did your dad catch you being one? And I'm like, in what in what way? Like,
in what way?
and it's like, where did that go? Like, what?
Where did it go from there? I'm curious.
Because I mean, you would think if his dad was like, super Catholic or whatever, he would have sent them to Catholic school once finding that out, and probably would have tried to keep down the DL. Though somehow this kid who goes to school with him knew his dad caught him, or maybe he didn't catch him at all, and it's all just like he's just making shit up.
Could have been, like maybe maybe they know he's like leaving school or something like that, and so they were just like, oh, what happened? Did your dad catch you? Or they hear he's going to Catholic school. It's like, right. Is this why?
Yeah. So then Father adds on and says, I've never accepted any student in the middle of the school year before, which we know from Con Kit as what he said.
Yeah. So why?
Well, he says, but I believe that you're going through a hard time, and maybe you pray to God, and I heard his voice, so I took you in. I hope you won't let me down. So Father, I guess, accepted him just in the middle of the year, which he's never done before, because I guess God called to him, and he felt like, I need to take care of this kid. He needs my help.
He is going through a tough time, and I think he did recognize that. He's like, oh, I think this kid needs me. Like, yeah. He needs someone.
Yeah, and then he says, like, even if you don't love God, he still loves you. And the fact that you're here right now is already his mercy. Which I did notice, I don't know if this is a subtitle thing or a maybe missed subtitle thing, I don't know, but when it says his mercy, the H is capitalized.
Yeah, it's been that way in the pilot trailer and the regular trailer as well. It's
that's just a fun note to have.
Yeah. I like that they are paying attention to that as well.
Yeah. And he adds that you know very well what scholarship you received, the Diocesian scholarship, which we talked about is where afterwards he'd get assigned somewhere, who knows where, and he'll be kind of like a priest there. And Father reminds him that his duty isn't only to study, as Tanrock walks in. And he finishes, while you're here, I want you to find yourself and see how you can serve God. But if you keep behaving like this, I'll have to ask you to leave the school. So he's very much giving him like an ultimatum. Yeah. Of like, I can't help you if you don't want to be helped, but...
You can't help someone that doesn't want to be helped. That is a good point.
Right. And then Tanrock looks at the painting, Ticket to Heaven.
It's called Ticket to Heaven.
Is that an actual painting?
I don't know. Let's see.
I want to say it is.
I don't think it is.
Oh, really? That shocks me. But Tanrock says it tells a story of the path to heaven, and we see the painting. Along the way, beasts devoured sinful humans, who were tempted off the path, and this is where Father says that I'm leaving Bart with you. Take care of it. And I will say, when he was talking about the Ticket to Heaven painting, I did say that I would be devoured by the beast.
I started talking about but who decides that? Like, kind of, I know it's I know it's religion or something like that, but I feel like humanity wasn't made to be like so black and white. Like, it's like either this or that. Like there's a set of rules, don't do all these things and maybe you'll be good. Like, it feels like so like strict and confined, and like I felt like humanity wasn't meant to be made like that at all. Like, it's like suffocating. So, in my opinion, since as watching it as someone who isn't religious, So I would like to hear someone who is religious speak more on this and how they feel about all of it. But um that's what I felt when I saw that scene. I was like, but who decides that, you know? Like,
Right. Well, I've always compared the whole like God situation to Santa Claus, where it's Santa Claus, it teaches kids, hey, if you're good, you get rewarded with gifts. If you're bad, you get coal, which is bad. And in the God situation, it's like, oh, if you're good, you get to go to heaven, and you get rewarded by that. If you do bad, then you don't. You either are internally judged for your whole life, or you go to hell, or whatever you believe in there. So I guess in that situation, I'm thinking God decides, but I don't know
but like
what
exactly,
his criteria is. Like,
yeah,
what he's not like setting down a checklist, being like, here's what you need to do good.
yeah.
Like,
So it's like it's very like open to interpretation, and I don't know. I'm curious as to how other people interpret it.
And then we get one of the most relatable scenes for me, where Bart walks into the cafeteria, tries to sit with someone, they kind of hide the seat, and ends up sitting alone.
I used to do this in school, but in like a way where when it was like lunch or break time, all my friends would go to Narnia, which was our spot, and I would sometimes go there, but a lot of the times I'd just go to my next classroom or my ceramics classroom, and I would just sit and watch stuff on my phone by myself.
Yeah, I would go sit at a table with a bunch of people who would not acknowledge me, and I would just be on my phone.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I relate a lot to Bart's self-isolation thing he does. So then we see that Bart is drinking out of the water fountain, and Tenrock is standing there watching him. But then again, Kong Dek shows up, and he's like, Tenrock, hurry up, I need to take a dump, or we'll be late for class.
And meanwhile, he's like, yeah, like it's like, bro, you were caught staring, bro.
Well, yeah, that too. But also, again, it kind of plays into the whole, my theory about Kong Dek maybe liking Tenrock, where it's like every time, like, when in the morning, like, he, like, was look at him and he's like, hey, it's time to shower, come with me. Here he is watching him drink water. Hey, I gotta take a dump, come with me. Don't know why he needs to come with him to do that. I don't know. But maybe to slide paper towels or toilet paper under the seat. I don't know. But I did talk about that. I'm like, what do you need help with there? But okay.
Yeah.
Which again is kind of like there's no real reason to take him with you, but you want to take him with you.
Fair enough. I see what you mean.
So I'm getting the vibe. I'm getting the vibe. I could be wrong. I don't know. But I'm getting the vibe.
I see what you mean. There's a vibe.
There's a vibe. There's a vibe. I'm sorry, there is a vibe. And then in the next class, they are getting dismissed. And this is where Tenrock talks to Kong Dek, and he's like, hey, Master Pop wants us to help with the younger kids on duty this evening. And as they talk, Bart decides to rest his head. And he explains that the younger kids have just been assigned duties, and they're still kind of confused. And Kong Dek's like, yeah, they just were at a loss where we were when we were in grade 7. I guess they wandered off to the 60th anniversary building together. So I guess they were both kind of dumb and did that, but they're not supposed to.
It's okay. When you're a kid, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. It's fine.
Yeah. Kong Dek leaves, but Tenrock stays to look at Bart, and then Kong Dek comes back, noticing he's looking at him, and it's like okay, and again, there's a vibe there. I'm sorry.
Okay, if you say so.
No, there's a vibe. I'm telling you, there's a vibe.
I don't see it, but like, if you want to see it, go for it.
I'm not. It's not. I want to see it. It's that I am looking at it. Like, it's like it is there, and I'm seeing it. It's not like I'm seeing I'm not like on hallucinogenics or something. Like, I'm seeing it. Like, it's there.
Why did we go with hallucinogenics? Oh my god.
Anyway, then Tenrock takes his clipboard, goes over to Bart, and asks for his name and nickname, and to mark that he's here. Which I thought he was fucking getting him in trouble for sleeping in class. I thought he was going to be like, wow, I have to write you up. What's your name? Nickname?
I don't think he's ever gonna do that. Like, get him in trouble. Like, I know he seems like a rule follower and shit like that, but like, I also feel like he's one to give the benefit of the doubt to someone that he can tell is like not like just like a horrible person, but like seems to be going through something.
Bart's playing basketball, and a bunch of kids come over, and they're like, "I thought we were supposed to play football," and he's like, "Yeah, that's why I'm playing basketball here." And they're like, "Whatever." And then even as they walk away, like, "See, I shouldn't have even asked him to play with us." And
I'm like, no, you
my
didn't.
first so two thoughts. One, you did not ask him.
You did not ask
That's
him.
not how you ask someone to play basketball.
No.
Because the juxtaposition of the next scene where someone literally asked Tanrock and Klondek, "Hey, do you want to play
That's
football
how
with
you
us?"
ask.
That's asking. Second thought. Well, again, the self-isolation of knowing they were going to do this one thing, so he's going to do something completely different
Something else,
to
yeah.
avoid all of them.
Fair enough. Yeah. Like literally, my thought when he was walking away was like, he was like, "See, I tried," and I'm like, "No, you fucking didn't."
I know, because I'm
It's
like,
my first
I'm like, that's not how you ask someone to play with
I
you.
was like, "You've tried nothing. Like, I don't know what you're doing, but that's not how you try, okay?"
Yeah. But yeah, again, Bart's self-isolation of like, I see you. So then Tanrock and Klondek are raking leaves, putting them all in the basket, cleaning up, making everything nice. And he asks him, and he's like, "Hey, now that you're here at school, who helps your mom with work?" And he's like, "Oh, everyone in my village knows each other, so they all help out. They're all close." And he's like, "So is everyone in your village Catholic?" And he's like, "Yeah, pretty much. I guess he comes from a Catholic village." And he explains that, when my mom found out I got a scholarship for here, she was like freaking out. She was so excited. Then he says, "People like us don't have many choices. Just having an ID card and a place to study is probably the best choice we could ask for."
So I'm wondering if he comes from like a poor area as well.
Well, yeah, like people like us. What do you mean?
Because I'm thinking that since Tanrock doesn't really have anyone because his parents died, and so he pretty much has nothing except for where he stays, which is here. And I'm wondering if maybe his friend comes from a poor area where like this is like the best that he could probably find, so that's probably what he means. I'm thinking like people who aren't like who don't have as many opportunities.
Right. Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking, because I was like, interesting what that means. Because then Tanrock's like, "Yeah, it's the best choice for me too."
They probably connected on this front.
But again, if my theory is correct about it could have meant something else.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But if I'm right, I'm gonna say it was. I'm just saying the evidence is there.
If you say so.
No. You know what? Okay, this is gonna be one of those situations where either I'm right or you're right, and one of us is gonna look really dumb.
No, literally, it's gonna be that fucking moment. You're gonna be watching this, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, I've had a crush on you for a while," and you're gonna scream like the fucking swimming pool in the eclipse. You really are. You're gonna be like, "Emma's gonna hear about this."
Oh, and you will, and it'll be great.
Oh no!
Or it'll be the complete opposite, and I'll be so wrong, and it'll be just.
I'll be like, "Where'd that theory go?"
Yeah. One of us is gonna be right. Stay tuned for the future to find out who's right, who's wrong.
Yeah. Place your bets now.
Yeah. So then, Tanrock and Klondek look over at the kids playing football, and they're like, "Oh wow, they're really good," and they just watch them. Then we see the same kids pass Bart, who's sitting there on a basketball court, and he kind of looks over and watches them too.
He probably is like, there's probably a part of him that wants to like just be friends with people like that, but like it's just like he's like, if I go near, like if I have a friend group or anything like that, I have the possibility of getting hurt again. People have the possibility of finding out about me again, and I could be bullied again. Like he's keeping his distance for a reason, but it's not because he wants.
Yeah, no, he definitely wants to be more social and join them in the fun, but there's a part of him that's like preventing him from even trying at this point. So then we see Bart starts cleaning himself with the hose. And I thought we were going to get a Moonlight Chicken moment. But because Tanrock comes over, watches this, and then walks away.
There are so many little moments where he just like freezes and just like stares at him. And it's like he like the tension at this point, I was like, oh, every time they fucking are in the same 2 feet, like the tension like ramps up. It's so, oh, it pulls you in. It's so good.
Then in the locker room, we have Con Kit being like, "Where the hell are my headphones? Who took my headphones?"
Fucking
And
dick.
he immediately starts pointing fingers
Immediately.
at Bart.
Immediately. He's like, oh, like they weren't gone before you got here, and now suddenly someone has taken them. They disappear. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah. Then they start full on fighting. We see in the background, Kondak tells Time Rock to go get Master while he kind of tries to come in and break it up.
Yeah.
And
he's like, you're not supposed to have headphones anyway, you fucking dumb.
Yeah, he's like, you're not even supposed to have headphones. So stop snapping each other like dogs and everyone break it up. You're separated. The end. Bart goes back to class in his pajamas, so I guess it's like he forgot his bag. But his bag's not there.
Who took the JanSport?
And these two kids are like, oh, we saw someone take your bag. It was Con Kit.
Who took the JanSport?
Yeah, and he's like, oh, we saw him go out behind the school.
The second, when they said this and he started running out and looking, I was like, this is a trap. This feels like a trap.
I knew this was a trap. I'm wondering now that I'm thinking about it. Were those two involved in said trap and meant to send him there? Or were they just like, oh no, we saw him do it. He went back.
I feel like they were, because the way that he said it and then looked at his friend like, I feel bad about this. Like it felt like I know what I'm doing is wrong, but I don't.
Okay.
But I'm gonna do it anyway, because reasons, bullies, I don't know.
You're probably scared of Con Kit, like, it's like, keep your friends close and enemies closer. So it's
Fair
like,
enough.
You'd rather have the asshole be on your side than on someone else, like, against you. And so he goes to an abandoned swimming pool area where the water is almost drained except for this little puddle where he decided to throw all his stuff in.
Put him in front of me, I swear to God. Like,
that's just mean. Like,
that's mean!
Because, like, all the paper stuff is, like, destroyed now, and he still tries to pick it up. I'm like, all that paper is, like, just gone. You
could try and dry it. You could lay it out, I guess. But, like,
no,
it's like, what the fuck? Like, that's all his shit. What is wrong with you? You piece of crap. Oh my God, I hate him so much. He should be expelled at this point. Like, not expelled, but, like, at least punished. Like, so, like, please. Like, is there no punishment here except for, like, hey, back off. Like, that's it?
Well, we don't, we'll find out next episode, probably, because we don't really get that far, but...
True, but are they gonna punish him, or are they gonna, like, see two people laying in a pool and go, you should have been in your beds all night? Like, you're the ones who've done wrong. Like, I'm gonna need people to punish the right person, okay? If I don't see that happen, we're gonna have issues.
But then Tyrok comes in and he's like, Bart, what are you doing? And he's like, nothing. He clearly sees what he's doing, and he goes and helps. Collects all his stuff. Bart's kind of like, oh, you're helping me.
He's like, you're being nice. Like, it's like, yeah, I'm not. It's like if you give me a chance, I'm nice. Like,
yeah. Well, he does ask, he's like, oh, are you gonna run and tell Master again?
He's like, I just don't want anyone fighting.
Yeah, Tyrok's like, I just went to stop the fighting. I didn't go snitching on you.
No, you did not snitch.
And Bart's like, oh, I thought you were gonna tell them that I stole Con Kit's headphones. And he's like, I know you didn't steal his headphones. And I totally thought he stole them for a split second. I was like, oh.
The way he said it, I really thought that for a second too. Like, I was like, how do you know?
Yeah, but then he's just like, oh no, I know you have an alibi.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly. He was like,
yeah,
oh,
I saw you at playing basketball
all day.
He's like, kind of stalking him.
Like, and he knows that too, because he looked at him when he said it. He was like, huh. And I was like, yeah, he did totally just watch you all day, like.
Which I am wondering, who stole the headphones?
That's what I'm wondering too. Like, did someone steal them, or did he just misplace them like a dumbass? Like,
did he misplace them? Did Master find them there and he took them because he knows he wasn't supposed to have them?
Could have been. Because don't they have locker checks or some shit?
What?
Don't they have locker checks or some shit? Like, he said that like he couldn't have.
He said you can't keep personal items, and but I think he says, but they're for your locker. I don't actually know.
Something like that. I don't remember.
Yeah. But or if you want to extend on my theory, maybe there's a twist. It was Kondak. Because he knew that Con Kit would immediately blame Bart, and he's jealous of Bart because he sees the way that Tom Rocket looked at him.
No. No, you're not getting.
You know what's funny?
With every statement, you're losing me.
No, but you know what's funny is that I didn't think half these things until now, and now I'm like, wait, hang on, but now I'm gonna lock in, and now I'm gonna be like, more. You know what?
But wait, there's more. I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing it less and less as you come up with more shit.
Okay, well, you know what? Again, one of us is gonna look like a fool at some point.
Can't
Who
wait
it
to
is,
find out.
no idea. It could be either one of us at this point. We don't know.
We have no idea.
Who's gonna look like the fool? So anyway, after they clean up the stuff from the water, Bart's telling him that no one's gonna believe him, regardless of what he says. And Time Rock says, "What's right is right, no matter who says it."
I know that's like, that must be a Bible thing, or it's like at least a philosophy from Catholicism thing. But like, I was like, when I was watching, I was like, because like that's what he believes. But like, also, if you really pick that apart, not necessarily. like that seems like a very broad statement of like, yeah, no matter who said it was right is right. Like there are rights and there are wrongs. Like, yeah, but there are moral gray areas as well. Like,
Well, yeah, I think it all depends on everyone's definition of what's right.
Yeah, true.
And so I do see that.
It like, brings it back to like again, humanity is not black and white, you know.
Right.
So.
But Bart just says, "Go pee somewhere else. I'm not a baby," which I did laugh at. I'm like, that's fine. And then they're locked in. They have locked them in. The bitch has locked them in. That's one of my question. Did Con Kid lock them in himself, or did he know that it would be locked at a certain point?
I don't think so. I think he locked them in because, like, this is an abandoned pool area. Why would they, like, unlock it every day and lock it at a certain time at night if no one goes in there? They would just keep it locked to keep it, kept away and keep everyone else safe from going into this empty abandoned pool area that is, not safe to run around in. So, like, it was probably unlocked because someone, like, snuck in there or something like that. And he probably knew that. Maybe he goes there, whatever. And he was like, I know. I'll just lock the lock. I'll lock them in. Easy peasy. It's supposed to be locked anyway.
So then they look around. There's no other way out. And Time Rock's like, okay, well, I guess we're staying here until morning. They'll find us eventually. Though he does bring up the fact that, like, if Master Pack comes to check on us, we're dead.
Yeah.
And Bart's like, it's fine.
It's not
Master. I got stuck here and you help me.
It's not their fucking fault, okay? Like, they were locked in here. How are they gonna get out if the fences are, like, all the way, like, high as fuck? I don't want them breaking anything. Would you rather them risk their lives and climb over to be in bed in time? Or would you be like, oh, shit, are you okay? Who locked you in? And then punish the asshole who did it. So I really fucking hope that we punish the right person.
I think you have too much hope. Well, then Time Rock does say, like, you didn't do anything wrong. It's fine. And then Bart's like, relax. A good kid like you, everyone believes what you say. You won't get in trouble. But me, who knows what they'll do to me. Which is
this is again, yeah, agreed. But, like, also, this is again showcasing his, like, lack of faith. Like, lack of faith not just in, like, the religion, but in the situation in general. Like, and in people.
And then Time Rock's like, you didn't do anything wrong, and I'll back you up.
Good.
Yeah.
You got someone backing us up.
Yeah, and Bart's like, let's hope that's true. And honestly, like he said, I feel like they would believe Time Rock over
Yeah, they definitely would.
Everyone else, but who knows. And then Bart's like, okay, we should find somewhere to sleep, but not up here, because that's, it's filled with bat poop.
That's gross. Let's sleep somewhere else.
Yeah. And they decide to sleep back to back in the empty pool.
Yes, they sleep in the empty pool. Honestly, vibes, it's empty. Why not?
No, but I mean, sleeping, like, they're sleeping that close together.
Okay. Counterpoint. Otherwise, one of us would be sleeping with our head on the hard-ass fucking ground. They're using the Jansport as a pillow. That's why they're so close together. They're not doing it because they're like, let's cuddle.
I mean...
They're not, well, I mean, they definitely, Tanarag definitely wants to cuddle at this point. However, or, like, feels something. But, like, we all know. The audience knows. However, in reality, are you just gonna be like, I'm gonna use this as a pillow. You can just sleep over there with your head against the tile of the pool. Like, no. This is our pillow, okay? Leave us the fuck alone!
I don't know. I was like, it's an interesting choice.
I figured they'd be laying like this. Like, also, it could get cold at night. body heat.
Okay, interesting choice.
I'm just saying, you need a fucking pillow.
Anyway, then Bart's like, why do you think this pool was abandoned? And Tamara's like, I'm trying to sleep. Like, I'm asleep. Good night. And he's like, then why are you talking to me? And he's like, I'm like, loophole.
Yeah, he was like, are you, he's like, are you asleep? He's like, yeah, I'm asleep. Okay, how you saying shit then? Like, you are talking to me. You're not asleep.
Yeah. And then Tamara kind of like sits up. He's like, okay. Do you want to really know why this pool was abandoned? And he's like, oh, what, are you going to try to scare me or something?
Yeah, it's got the, like, spooky music playing over.
Yeah, the spooky music, and Tamara looks, like, very serious, and he's like, yeah, you know, what happened was, here's the story. So, this is a place where, and then he's like, actually tell me in the morning.
Actually, never mind. I want to be able to sleep, so tell me in the morning. He's acts all tough and shit. He's like, you know what, I'm tired, just tell me in the morning. But it's like, don't tell me now, because I won't sleep.
And Tamara's like, don't worry, there's no need to be scared. God is protecting us.
And Bart's
like, yeah, Bart's like, just, you believe in ghosts too? Which may or may not be,
no,
similar to what I said. No, I definitely didn't say earlier and didn't.
He didn't say it because he cut it out.
I didn't cut it. I'm just saying, like I said, I related Bart a lot in this episode from the self-isolation.
There you go.
That's all. and Tamara's like, no. When people die, they either go to heaven or wait for judgment. I thought the third option was hell. Where's that option? Like, judgment for what? What if you don't pass judgment? Do you just wait to get judged again? Do you go to the back of the line? Or is it like, okay, take it down to hell? They didn't mention that at all.
That's true. Maybe he has such faith in people as well, like anyone can change or whatever, because...
Well, that's dumb.
What?
That was so mean.
Well, wow, okay.
Damn, that, like, slipped out. I'm sorry, that one slipped out.
Holy shit.
Well, again, my faith in humanity, you know.
Exactly, yeah. We have very different faiths in humanity. But, like, that could be a place where he's coming from, because he seems to be, like, a very wholesome person, you know, a very nice person. And it could be coming from that, but also, like, I'm wondering if, like, maybe for his belief, I'm trying to think of, like, maybe in terms of the judgment, it's like, maybe there's, like, purgatory or some shit, and then, like, you just keep waiting until you're ready. Like, you keep cooking, by like keep trying to pass the judgment. When you feel like you're good enough, they're like, okay, you can go now. Like, maybe that's what it is. Maybe waiting to pass judgment is like purgatory, which is like that version of hell. Because I've heard that purgatory is like a version of hell of some sort.
Yeah, I know purgatory or limbo. I've heard of that. Like, that's like the middle ground. And it's like, okay, they check. It's almost like a check-in area where it's like, okay, check in, you're good. Heaven, you're bad. Hell.
I've heard that purgatory in some religions is a version of hell, because you're reliving certain things like over and over again, and you're in an abyss or whatever. And maybe this could be where they like keep testing you until you finally pass or something like that. So it's like hell until you pass, and then they let you go on or something. I don't know.
But anyway, then Bart's like, okay, look, I'm seriously asking you, like, do you really believe in God? I believe my parents are with him. Again, him, H is capitalized. So it's like whenever they refer to God, even not by his name, they capitalize it as like a way to be like important.
Yeah, the big him.
And he's like, yeah, they're with him up there as he looks up to the sky. I would have liked that shot of the stars though. As like,
ooh, that would have been good.
That would have been a nice little like.
I love a shot of a stars.
And Bart's like, you really believe that? And he's like, yes, I do. If you have enough faith, you'll feel his presence yourself. Again, his is capitalized.
Yes. It's going to be like that all the way through, because it's capitalized
I know.
in like the Bible as well, I think, so.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Oh, well then Tamara goes delayed back down, and Bart's like, you know what? I used to believe that. And Tamara's like, well then what? Bart says, then one day I realized that your God never helped me at all.
Yeah, he definitely feels resentful that like he feels like God wasn't there for him when he needed him or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, he's probably been through shit, and he's like, if God really loved me, he would have
He would have been
not
there.
have put me through this.
Yeah, like I went through shit. I shouldn't have gone through shit because like what happened?
Yeah. And he says, maybe my God isn't as kind as yours is.
Hmm. Interesting. That's an interesting statement.
Which is interesting that it's like almost.
It's very. It paints it in a way that's very like you know, in the eye of the beholder kind of thing. Like
Yeah, because I was gonna. It's almost like a. He's referring to it as almost like two different gods. Like where
yeah.
it's like he has his own God who let him down,
Hmm.
and maybe Tanrak's God has him.
Hmm.
When in reality they're I guess supposed to be the same person, correct?
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
So.
assumedly.
Tanrak sits back up, and he's like, "Why do you think that?" And Bart's like, "Forget it. Let's go sleep."
This is our first little like piece. I think this is the first like conversation where they're like starting to get to know each other. Like even though Bart Art still seems a bit like hesitant to get to know him and is still like very antagonistic towards the whole like okay well whatever like you can believe whatever you want kind of thing but I'm not gonna and then keeping distance from it. This is still like a step forward in a way. A little bit of a wall breaking down, just a smidgen.
Yeah, and Bart says like, "I stopped thinking about God a long time ago."
Mm.
And then the two of them lay down as they go to sleep, and we cut to the next morning with them being like, "Oh look, Master, over here!" As everyone is
Fucking everyone
seeing
under
them
the
in the
sun is
pool.
here, bruh. Like okay, and everyone's like, I'm like, what do you mean, huh? Like they're just asleep. They got locked in here, as you could probably tell by the way you had to unlock the fucking gate, and they're asleep in the pool, fully clothed, mind you. I don't know what the big shock is.
Well, okay, okay. If they're assuming they did something, odds are because it's nighttime and like you said they would be cold, they would probably put their clothes back on afterwards. So
Honestly, it really says something that like if this is the first thing they're thinking, like it really says something that this is the first thing they're thinking. Like why are you going straight to that? Like why didn't you think they must have just fallen asleep in the pool? Like guys, like why are we going straight to sex?
no. But anyway, the point I talked about the direction thing earlier. In this scene, I found it very interesting, and maybe this has something to do with Bible, I don't know. I found it very interesting that everyone was literally looking down on them.
Oh,
because they were lower in the pool. Like it's almost like they were above, they were better than them, looking down, judging them for being lower and beneath them.
That's a very good point.
I was like, ooh, that's cool.
I like that. I fucking like that. I did not notice that. Well done. I like it.
Yeah. Anton Rock looks like, oh shit. Yeah. Because at this point he's probably like, oh my god, did I do something bad? Did I sin? Am I not going to heaven anymore?
Exactly. Like he's probably fucking petrified because he's been like continuously brought up on the fact that it's like if you step out of line, like you won't see your parents ever again. Like you gotta like do a lot to fix it. And it's like, God, what did I do? Like for real. But like you didn't do anything. Like the fact that he's so afraid right now, like for literally no reason, is like, bruh. Oh.
Yeah. So that's where the episode ends. Episode 1 ends. MVP for this episode? Yeah, okay. 3, 2, 1.
Tanrak.
Yeah.
I feel like he was the one constantly like not pushing too far, but just nudging in a little bit to try and get Bart to open up. And he was the one being kind to him throughout this entire episode as well. He seems to be like almost like not even intentionally, but establishing himself as his safe space. Like if you need anything, come to me kind of situation. So like he's been reaching out to him this whole episode when all Bart's been doing is pulling back. So he's persevering.
Yeah, and I do like that he helped him, like, even when he wasn't ordered to, like, in the shower, with, like, the little, like, bucket and stuff, he gave him that. Not because he was told to, but just to help him. And he was always, like, keeping an eye on him, yeah, because he probably has feelings, but, like, also, probably be nice. Like, hey, if you need help, like, I'm there for you. Mm-hmm. He even came and helped him get all the stuff out of the pool, too.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's...
Okay, well,
Gee, that's it.
I guess that's it for Ticket to Heaven episode 1. Join us next week where we will be recapping Ticket to Heaven episode 2. We'll find out what the punishment is for who, because we don't know who's really getting punished.
Yeah, it fucking better be that bitch. I swear to God.
I doubt it.
Oh, it fucking better be. Okay.
Story-wise, I doubt it. Like, this is a story. This fictional show. Story-wise, I doubt it. You have too much hope.
I'm gonna be mad if it's not.
Okay, well, you're gonna be mad. Like, you got too much hope.
I know, but that's who I am as a person.
Yeah, well, you gotta get that little, like, less and, like, crush it, because it's, like, it ain't gonna happen. It's like, crush that hope.
Grind it into the dirt.
Yeah, no, definitely Tommy Rock and Bart are getting in trouble, for sure.
God damn.
Maybe Con Kid will, too. Maybe it'll be, like, all of them get in trouble. Like, everyone
hope
at
he
fault
gets
gets in
in
trouble. Like, maybe.
I hope he at
But,
least gets in
like,
trouble. But,
maybe,
like, why the fuck would we get in trouble? We got locked in here. What were we supposed to do? It's 1996. We didn't have smartphones.
Yeah, maybe because, they just weren't supposed to be out. And, like, even, like, Bart was out in his fucking pajamas. Like, they were both in their pajamas, so they were both, like, bedtime. But they were both, like...
We were getting ready for bed, and then we're here. So
Bart was in class.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
I don't think he was supposed to be there either. Anyway, join us next week. Ticket to Heaven, episode 2. We will see you all then.
See you then.
Bye, everyone.